Hi all, I'm Sophie. I'm the founder of the sustainable menswear label, Roumans. During this live stream, I'm going to talk about my motivation, the label, the sustainability, and our vision. We are going to give you a sneak peek of the collection, and I will introduce you to Tamara Verbrugge, a textile designer who recently joined the team. So first, I'm going to tell you about how I got into the fashion industry. As a child, I was always interested in the arts. I was concerned about the world around us, and people called me a dreamer. From an early age, I felt the urge to visualize my concerns about our environment. This led me to the School of the Arts in Utrecht, where I studied fashion. My concern became my mission, and I started the fashion label Roumans in early 2018. It's a sustainable fashion label aimed at menswear. And with my collections, I focus on social issues, contemporary culture, and it has an activistic approach. The clothes are characterized by a meaningful negation of the traditional and often oppressive interpretation of the concepts femininity and masculinity. With a small team, we work from our studio based in the east of Holland, Nijmegen. My collections start from a genuine concern about environmental issues and humanity's approach towards it. With my work, I want to mirror these certain issues. I work with a conceptual approach, and every choice that has been made in shape, color, and detail has to be meaningful considering the matter that I want to tell. This process can be very laborious. So I'm very passionate about tailorship and textile craft techniques. And there's much experiment involved. In creating searching for every technique for the garment and researching for the production of each product, yeah, we put in a lot of time at our studio. I design one collection a year, and the clothes are made on demand. The materials that we use are waste fabrics and clothes, dead stock and certified materials. Everything is produced locally and mostly in our own atelier in Nijmegen. It's our aim to work with as minimal virgin materials as possible. So that's basically what I wanted to tell you about the label and the choices we make considering sustainability. So now I want to tell you more about the upcoming collection that will launch during the Helsinki Fashion Week on the 28th of July. This new collection is called Ruins. The collection symbolizes the beauty of decay. Ruins represents a sentiment to previous times, and this phenomenon raises many questions, like on what premises does society choose for restoration, rebuild, or leaving it? These choices are a reflection of our modern day society. This subject can be portrayed on the current fashion industry as well. Like, when does a product lose value? When it's broken or when it's out of fashion? One of the leading inspirations of of Ruins came from the contemporary French artist Cyprien Gaillard. In his work, he visualizes several ways to look at ruins. His work inspired me for the story and different elements in this collection. For years, the classical ruin had the lead in his work. This concept expanded to urban decay and led him to decay on a both physical and mental level. So this story brought me to the famous Club of 27, talented and great artists in our history who made a ruin out of themselves. You'll find the romantic beauty and ambiguity of those elements in each outfit. As well in a way that I approach the designs and the techniques that are used. The concept of ruins can provide us for a new view on what is expired or obsolete. It can bring a sustainable alternative to all that has to be new all the time, which can be poisonous in the current day. So since this year, I worked together with Tamara Verbrugge. Together, we went deeper into the conceptual fabric adjustments and techniques. And she's going to explain some more about the techniques that we use by the hand of some garments that we made for this collection.
Hi, I'm Tamara and I'm a textile designer, and since this year I work with Sophie. I know her since high school, and now we work closely together for 5 days in a week. For this concept, I've translated the concept into prints and into textile crafts, and a big part of the inspiration was visible mending in clothing, so as sashiko, the Japanese traditional use. And I used it as an inspiration for in this trouser. At first, we made the trouser more teared, and after that we stitched it, and that was inspired upon the sashiko, and we made a new pattern with it. Now I'm going to show you a top. It's all hand knit. And with this, we try to create a clothing that is a ruin in itself. And it's a see-through top. The yarn is very fragile. That's why it's more like a ruin also. The material is made out of 100% pure wool. No chemicals are used to make this yarn. It's only hand washed. Now I'm going to show you another top. It's also see-through part. With this top, we try to do a proposition to put on a zero waste approach, more into the collection. We used leftover fabrics we have left in our own studio. This one, we took all these pieces out, cut it out, and put it on a foil. And this foil, when you could put it in contact with water, then it disappears, and that's why it's so see-through. Okay, back to Sophie, and she will explain more about our vision.
Yes, thank you, Tamara. Let me go on about our collaboration with the artist Eli Walter. So as a label, we think it's important to build a community, connecting with other like-minded artists and collaborate. So bring different expertises together to grow and learn from each other, to experiment. So for this collection, we work together with my dear friend, artist and silversmith, Eli Walter. Eli has been making jewelry for quite some time, and he was already working on his pills. I'm wearing them right now. He made rings and necklaces of them. These are symbolic and fit perfectly into the story that we are communicating with this collection. So together we designed belts, bolo ties, which are currently in production. So let me share one of the sketches with you, where you can see a preview of these bolo ties and also of the collection. And let's see, share the screen. So here we go. So let's see, it works. So here you see one of my designs for this collection, which is digitalized and is going to be presented during the presentation of the Helsinki Fashion Week. You see a coat spray painted by hand, where I used the second blackest of black. Of course, the artist Anish Kapoor has the rights to the blackest. We made this paint into a textile dye and spray painted it. He wears a bandana. A big scarf we have designed, which will be on a very light linen fabric. The trousers that he wears were actually the trousers that Tamara showed us earlier with the sashiko techniques. And of course, he wears one of the bolo ties I designed together with Eli Walter. We designed two of them, one with a classical ruin, as you see here, and the other of a Greek god, the Greek god of party and wine. His name is Dionysus. The bag you see in this sketch is a duffel bag made out of pinatex, which is a textile made out of pineapple fibers, which you can wear in two ways. So I'm very excited about the digital results regarding this outfit. Thank you for checking it out with me, and let me close the window. So to make the jewelry, I collected old silver, which Eli melted into the accessories. It's one of the key elements, and actually the first piece that we designed for this collection is this buckle belt. So it's entirely made out of silver, and it's recycled silver. So, and what's also important for this collection, we hand-selected items from the nearby fabric waste sorting center and recycled it into new garments. As I mentioned before, we want to use as minimal virgin materials as possible. The approach and story of the collection, so the reuse, the use of waste, will be a fluid, ongoing story woven into the future of this label. So, yeah, hereby I introduce you a bit to me as a designer, the label, what we aim for, and of course the upcoming collection. Let me look at the questions that you guys sent in. So, let's see. So, why have you chosen to design menswear? Well, as a young girl, I was part of different subcultures. I believe let me think. You can define yourself through your beliefs, through your clothes, and the way you dress. So clothes have a language, and I like to translate the issues that I want to discuss and project it back on humanity, so on a personal level. Next to this, I'm intrigued by traditional techniques, and I love to play with structures. So, and well, this got me into the art academy. So when I went to the academy, there we started with the construction of menswear jackets, and there are far more rules forced upon menswear, far more rules on what's socially accepted, and I think it's a very interesting field to work with, so you can play with the obliged rules that there are. So I believe that were all the questions. And well, thank you for watching. Be sure to follow my Instagram account, Roumans.studio, and check out my mentoring session tomorrow with Vogue sustainability editor Claire Press at 10:30. And this Tuesday, of course, the 28th at 8 o'clock, the digital presentation of my new collection. Well, thank you for watching, and bye.